Welcome to Midfield Sportscast and the 20th episode of the Divided Friendship Podcast. It's episode number 20. We have made it to 20 episodes. Pretty wild. It is me, Maddyx, it is Dawson, and it is Luke.
Yeah.
We're here for a short podcast where we don't have much to talk about. We will be predicting New Year's 6 bowl games, not all the bowl games, but we will predict every bowl game on our Bowl Mania. Go to our Instagram story and go join that Bowl Mania. I'll probably repost the link today because I don't think I highlighted it, but go there and join the Bowl Mania. Predict your games before I think the 16th. We'll get the winners in, and yeah, just like fantasy football, but it's Bowl Mania. Let's talk about Army Navy. Army came out in this game and they won this one. Philly and Luke both predicted Navy. I predicted Army. I get 1 point for predicting it right, but Luke predicted the total amount of points right, so he gets 2 points and gets more points than I did this week. So now the standings are like this. Or last place with 75 is Philly. Second place with 81 is me, and first place with 85 is Luke. Philly falling far behind.
So, this Army and Navy, none of these teams are really passing offenses, although we have seen Army recently throw the ball quite a bit more. They didn't really throw the ball a lot. Bryson Daly went 7 for 14, 54 yards, and 1 touchdown. The triple option is the main style of offense for these military schools. Navy, though, their passing offense was much better. Ty Levatai was much better passing. He went 16 for 26, 179 yards, a touchdown, and 1 touchdown. Better passer overall as Xavier Arlen. I think that's how you say his name. He went 0 for 2 with an interception. But Navy was trying to string a little late comeback of sorts, but Army was able to pull away with this game, 17-11.
Army had the ball in the fourth quarter at the end of this game. They were just trying to run out the clock. There was 3 seconds left. They just stopped Navy at the 1 yard line. They stuffed them, got the ball back with 3 seconds left. So they just snapped the ball and they ran back to the back of the end zone. Just changed the score. It was going to be 17-9. Instead, it changed the score to 17-11. So, total amount of points, 28. Luke said 16-12, which was 28 total points. Luke is going to take home 2 points this week. Now we move over to Philly, where he will discuss some of the new transferees in the transfer portal. He's the guy that has made the post for the Instagram account. If you're not following it, go follow it. Same name as the YouTube at midfield_sportscast. We go over everything. And when big transfers hit the portal or commit, we are posting about it. The edits aren't we're not Hayes Fawcett, but we are getting out the news. If you want to go follow us there, it'd be greatly appreciated. Now, Philly.
For the 9th, we have a couple new transfers enter. Colby Young from Miami, Key Thompson from Ohio, Adam Vinatieri Jr. from Ball State, Jerron Glover, Michigan State, Malik Carr, Michigan State, Christian Phillips, Michigan State, Josiah Galvin, Northern Iowa, Ashley Williams, Arizona State, Charles Brantley, Michigan State, Sebastian Brown, Michigan State, Dre Butler, Michigan State, Kai Horton, Tulane, Mondrell Dean, Purdue, Cedric Melton, Ole Miss, Carl Chester, Tulsa, Corey Platt Jr., Tulane, Cyrus Flassu, San Diego State, Will Meyer, UConn, Isaiah Nayer, Texas, Chris Bogle, Michigan State, James Hurd, West Virginia, Mike Lockhart, West Virginia. So, as you can tell from that list, it has been a lot of Michigan State players enter the transfer portal. And if we want to look at the top transfers, we have Walter Nolan went to Texas A&M, Aiden Childs went to Oregon State, Dante Moore, UCLA, Nyland Green, Georgia, Cam Ward, Washington State, London Humphreys, Vanderbilt, Princely Uman Mielin, I don't know how you say that. Florida, Chase Bisontis, Texas A&M, Juice Wells, South Carolina, and Andrew Makuba, Clemson. That rounds out the top 10. Some other notable names: L.T. Overton from A&M, Trevor Etienne from Florida, Will Howard, Kansas State, Riley Leonard, Duke, Julian Fleming, Ohio State, Brock Vandegrift, Georgia, Kyle McCord, Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel, Oregon, who committed to Oregon. He transferred
And
from Oklahoma.
Vandergrift committed to Kentucky.
DeQuan Finn and Ja'Cory Brooks.
Right now, speaking on some of the Ohio State transfers, so Chip Trayanum also entered the portal. The number 2 running back, after Maya Williams went down, came to Ohio State from Arizona State as a linebacker, and we switched him to running back, and he played very well for us. Had the walk-off against Notre Dame. He's going to go out, find somewhere he'll get more reps, and that might hint to maybe Travion Henderson staying. I don't know if he will, but might be a little hint there.
Or it could hint to a new transfer running back coming in,
which might be Trevor Etienne, which we are looking to go get. And also, Riley Leonard is rumored to be coming to a visit to Ohio State, and we have not contacted Cam Ward, which is very surprising. Also, Kyle McCord and Julian Fleming are both on a visit right now to Nebraska. Today, I mean, not right now, just today in general. They are on a visit to Nebraska. And if they go there, if they go to Nebraska, Ohio State plays Nebraska at home next year. So that'll be an interesting type of transfer for them. McCord was a rough situation. He entered the portal. Got a lot of hate. Some people said that it was rumored that he got death threats on campus, and he went through a lot this season, and he entered the portal. He's going to go somewhere and try to be the quarterback that he was always meant to be. Then Julian Fleming has played for Ohio State for 4 seasons. Was the number 3 receiver the last 2 years. Had 6 touchdowns last year. His production dropped down to only 1 this year, and his yards went down to in the 100, a little bit over 100. He looking to go somewhere. He was the number 1 receiver in the 2020 class. He's looking to go somewhere and be a number 1 target, get a lot of catches. He was just behind Egbuka and Marv and the best receiving core in the nation, the most deep receiving core in the country. Besides that, we're not predicting the games for next week. Also, wait, Philly. I know what we can talk about. Florida State in the Big Ten.
Oh.
So, Florida State, it's rumored that Florida State, after the playoffs and situation went down, they might be trying to get out of the ACC to join the Big Ten. And it's also said they might be in a pack with Clemson Tigers to also try to join the Big Ten. And that would mean that the Big Ten would have USC, UCLA, Washington, Oregon, Clemson, and Florida State to add to the conference. And if that was in 2024, that would be a lot of freaking teams.
The Big Ten is becoming a super conference as we know it. This will be the best conference over the SEC next year.
If they were to get these 2 teams.
I think even if they don't get the 2 teams, I think next year with UCLA, Washington, USC, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State.
A lot of those teams, though, are going through some big changes. USC going to lose Caleb Williams, most likely going to lose, getting a new defensive coordinator. UCLA losing their starting quarterback.
Could be going to Michigan.
There. Then, yes, could be going there. That's Dante Moore. Then you also have Ohio State needing a new quarterback, needing probably another receiver. Michigan losing almost their entire offense, possibly.
Basically.
Penn State, they're probably a little more stable than any of those other teams, but they can't get over the hump. Washington losing their starting quarterback, who was a Heisman finalist. Oregon losing their quarterback, who was a Heisman finalist, and losing receivers. Also, Washington losing receivers. So a lot of changes for the new team joining the Big Ten, and we'll talk more about that later. Is there really anything else we could talk about?
No.
I mean, we're in a weird stage of college football where there's not many games going on, and there's transfers going everywhere. Also, I got a question. I think that the transfer portal shouldn't open till after the bowl games.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Billy?
Si Chuablo.
What the heck does that mean? C means yes, so I don't know. But like, I just don't understand why the portal would open before a bowl game, putting teams in risk of not having depth in some positions and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my opinion. Billy, you got anything else to say?
Nope.
All right.
Thanks for listening to the short podcast, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Adios.